Hi everybody, Carissa here with Inky Fairy Designs for Jamie Doherty Bloom Girl Design Team. This is my first post and I am so excited. I have something fun to share with you, kind of a look inside my art journaling process. A lot of things went on as I played with this stamp, one of the new stamps in the collection. Her name is Emily, and I also used this stencil called Sweet Pea, which is also part of the new collection that was just released. So I have my page here. It's sort of primed. Was already adding stuff to it earlier. So I'm just going to kind of walk you through it. I did speed up the video so that for time purposes, and so right now I'm just adding some color to my page using some Imagine Crafts fireworks sprays. It's kind of got a little bit of a shimmer, so I'm using purples and greens and blues, and then you're going to see I add a pop of yellow because I felt it was getting a little bit too dark. So here I am adding some yellow, and just kind of, you'll see me tilt my page a few times to try to get some drips going. So this page really came together interesting for me. I just am adding quite a bit of layers to the background. Right here I'm using some glaze in Cloudy Sky. Now I'm finally going to ink up my stamp, Emily. I'm using some VersaFine Onyx Black ink. I like this ink. It's waterproof. It's not going to smear when I add lots of layers on top, so it's a really good ink to use for art journaling. So I'm stamping Emily on my page. Wasn't sure where I was going to put her. Put her here, and I pull her off, and I am kind of not happy. You'll see here. I'm like, oh no, her face is all messed up. All those splotches, I kind of just put her down in the wrong space. So I actually took this out of the trash. It was something that I had watercolored earlier and I wasn't exactly happy with it, but I was like, you know what, I'm going to cut it out and I'm going to cover that up. And so I finished watercoloring it and I decided to use it on my page. Now I'm just adding some more background stamps to my page just to add some more texture. Since I kind of know where I'm gonna be placing the watercolor piece over where the stamp is, so I can see where I'm gonna place that and kind of add things around it. So I'm just putting her, checking to see if I like it, and I'm thinking to myself, I need something more behind her. So I'm gonna take some more of the blue spray and just spray all around that image to give her kind of like a blue glow background. So here I am, and this is another spot where I messed up. Not necessarily messed up, but it's just when you're art journaling, you learn. And so here I am learning that I need some heavy gel medium. I don't have any of that, and so I was trying to use some creative medium, but that's like a light gel. And this is really heavy, 140-pound Strathmore cold press watercolor paper, so it has a lot of texture. It's very thick, and there was just no way that that gel medium was going to hold her down. So here I am adding some decoupage glue around her, and I am just freaking out because she is not staying down. So note to self, pick up some heavy gel medium the next time I'm at the art store. Anyway, so I finally get her to kind of adhere as best I can, and now I'm going to add some of the stencil. I'm going to use some creative medium in a metallic silver to add that stencil, just creating a border around the bottom and the side there, and then I'm going to add some right on top of Emily too, to kind of blend her into the page since it's something that I added on top. So I'm just taking some more of that silver metallic creative medium and putting it on top, and just using a palette knife to spread that. And I really like how this added some dimension and texture to my page, so I was really happy with that. She's starting to come together. I'm actually at this point thinking, okay, this page isn't completely lost. So I'm just adding some of that same metallic medium around the edges of my page just to frame it in and pull it together. Oh, one thing I wanted to say is I really love the quote in this book. This book is just an old book I had picked up at, like, I don't know, Savers, a thrift store. And this quote says, "The greatest mistake you can make in life is to continually fearing you will make one." And that really resonated with me. And something that Jamie asked us to do for our first post as part of the new term is create something that really speaks about you as an artist, as a person. And so that page, that quote really jumped out at me. And so that's kind of how I started building up this page. And I just love this stamp. So there you go. That's kind of the inspiration behind where I started. So I just added some doodling here. I wanted to frame out that quote and added some words that kind of dream and do and try, and so some of the things that mean, don't be afraid. So now I'm going to add some of that India ink and splatter it along my page. So I covered up the quote and I covered up Emily because I didn't want to ruin it, and I'm glad I did that. So I could just get it around those two areas. And now I'm going to dry that, and the last thing I'm going to do is just add some random rub-ons. I like to do this on my art journaling pages. It just adds a lot of texture and dimension and kind of pulls everything together. So I'm just going to add this around my image and around the page, and then I'll be done. I'm super happy with how this all came together. It's funny because it was, I was really freaking out because I wanted to make something really cool for my first post. But you know what? I had to just let go and do something that once I let go, I'm able to create better. And sometimes when I get in front of the camera, like I knew I wanted to videotape this for you, I get shy and I get intimidated and I get like, even though you're not watching it live, I know you're gonna watch later, so I kind of get like nervous. So once I forget about the camera and I just go with it and I just start adding layers, inevitably in the end I like what I create. So that's what it's all about. I love these stamps. I love the Bloom collection that Jamie has put out with Prima. It really lets me make some really pretty art journaling and canvases and cards, and so I'll be sharing a lot of that during my time with her as part of her design team, and I'm super excited about that and about this opportunity. So I hope you enjoyed the process. Here are some close-ups of the two pages, and you can see all the texture and dimension, and finally got her down, so I'm happy. Well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.